Alright, so since I got a lot of people asking me to do episode reviews of Arrow, even though I was kind of half and half on it, here we are, yeah. Now, most of you guys know that I hated Season 3. Season 2 was amazing. I still like, go back on Netflix and watch Season 2 of Arrow. I'm like, this was a really good show. What happened? Yeah, so what did I think of the premiere of Season 4? I didn't hate it. Didn't love it either. So, yeah, we're going to talk about this. Now, a few things. Whereas with Season 2 intro to The Flash, everything got wrapped up, and, Barry found his strength again in fighting, what he is fighting for, and, not pushing everybody away, and everyone's willing to forgive him. It looks like it's the opposite. We're going to have to go through several episodes of this BS with Arrow, because we need angst, damn it. Also, shockingly, I still don't care about Olicity. I know, it's a shocker. There was a time, however, and I've said this before, where I would have said Olicity would have been really cool. And you could see some cool moments in Season 1 and a bit of Season 2. But, when they shoved it down my throat forcefully in Season 3, I don't care. I still don't care in this show. No! In this season, I still don't care about Felicity in general. So, yeah. Especially when she's just making light of every situation where she's like when they move into Thea's flat, and they go in there, and, Oliver says, that's where Roz stabbed Thea over there, and she's like, oh, gross. And I'm like, God damn it, Felicity. I'm also, just heads up, because I'll talk about, I'm really hoping, because at the end of the episode we see there's a funeral, and for a second the OD to joy went off in my head, because I thought that'd be Felicity that dies, but then they didn't show a tomb, the tombstone, who's there. So I'm thinking it's either Felicity or Thea. It could be Diggle as well, but the top two for me are Thea and Felicity. So yeah, we got that going for us. We got a upcoming death in the future. Now we have to wonder, who's gonna die? I hope it's Felicity. Again, if you like Felicity, more power to you. What else there were stuff I liked. I just want to get the bad stuff out of the way, like how John is still being stubborn, even though his wife is like, oh, it was a war, we did what we had to do, and you're just being stubborn for being stubborn, and he admits this. How wonderful. He even kept back information on the Hive. So, speaking of the Hive, can I just say how fun Neil McDowell is? Looks like he's clearly having fun in this role. And it's cool that they're bringing in mysticism, and, it's not like, ooh, we're doing some big conspiracy. Nah, Hive is, Damien Dark's pretty much said, yeah, I'm just here to kill everybody. He just walks in 10 minutes into the episode and is like, hey guys, I'm here to wreck your shit. Bye. That's what it amounts down to. And I was like, you know what? You're going to make this season a whole lot more tolerable for me, Neil McDowell. For me, he's one of those actors who's I see him in anything, and I think it's cool. Whether it be voice acting or not. And it's kind of funny, too. I find it kind of, ironically funny, because Neil McDowell played Green Arrow in the DC animated short written by Greg Weisman. Pretty awesome, too. So, it's kind of funny, because I think he's a perfect animated voice for Green Arrow, honestly. So I just find it kind of funny that, when Oliver and Damien are throwing down, I'm kind of like, oh my god, it's War of the Arrows! Why am I thinking this? Oh yeah, because he's Green Arrow in that animated short. Yeah. Real quick, also, I want to throw a theory out there. Just a theory, mind you. But I have a working theory that, Damien Dark is obviously not the big bad guy here. He's not obviously the big bad guy here, because he said my associates. And that kind of got me thinking, because he does this whole, magical chant thing. And I kind of thought to myself, what if they're building up to something else? Obviously looks like in this season, obviously with, Damien Dark, and obviously, I've said obviously 3 times. So, what we have is Damien Darhk, and upcoming, in about episode 5, I think, that we're going to see Constantine. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, because Damien Darhk does that whole evil chant thing with his, for his blood, and I guess he's re-energizing his magic, or whatever the fuck. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, is Neron going to be the big bad guy here? Could be. I'm going, it could be a possibility that, since I guess they can't use Darkseid as, they can't use Darkseid because he's off being in the movies, going to be in the films. I'm guessing that, maybe they'll use Neron. Maybe they'll use Neron as the big, dark, evil being for this universe. Either him or Anti-Monitor. I'm still kind of under the assumption that the whole Crisis thing in Flash that was mentioned is something like an aversion to Crisis on Infinite Earths. So it could be the Anti-Monitor. But yeah, I think it would be cool if they did Neron as this, obviously with using mysticism, and the dude's pretty much the ruler of hell, so makes sense. Yeah, but it could be anybody. That's just my working theory, honestly. That is just my working theory for the time being. Also, I kind of squeed a bit. I squeed when I saw the guy in the flight jacket that said Jordan, and I was like, "Oh, please, God, please be in this show. We need you, Hal. We need you, Hal. A guy named Anthony, a guy named Coolio Vids really needs you here." And I think it would be. I think everyone would be okay with it because we've been kind of in and out of the fact of Green Arrow because a lot of people are saying that Jon Stewart will be more than likely the main focus of the Green Lantern films, the DC films. So maybe there's a possibility that we can get Hal Jordan Green Lantern here in this universe. I'd be okay with that, honestly. So yeah, I kind of squeed when I saw Jordan, and I'm pretty sure a good friend of mine by the name of Coolio Vids went a little girly there for a second. Also, I can't lie. At first glance of the Arrow costume, I was like, it looks cool. It looks alright. But when you see it in action, I was like, okay, I'm sold. And he's actually calling himself Green Arrow. Oh, finally. Took about 4 seasons, but alright, I'll take it. And I like how they did it. It's like, oh, I'm not the Arrow, I'm the Green Arrow, and I stand for what the Arrow stood for, even though it was me. I was about to make a really bad joke there, though. It was me! I was the turkey the whole time! There you go, I made my Invader Zim joke. Oh, man. Oh, God. But what else did I want to talk about here? The action was pretty good. The storytelling, despite the Olicity stuff that was really bugging me, there were some good moments. I'm still not so, Diggs' helmet still looks completely stupid. I think we're all kind of on a general consensus of that. All in all, this wasn't a bad intro, but I still found a lot of flaws with it. And yeah, I was kind of like, well, okay, that's a thing. Lance is now working with Hive. What's really going to make me care about Hive is if you can bring in 3 reasons CW Hive, and those 3 reasons being as followed: Gizmo, Jinx, Mammoth. You bring those 3 in, I'm totally, we're cool. We're cool. This universe is Hive. Come on, I can't be the only one wanting those 3. And now we're dealing with magic, so I think we can get Jinx now. But yeah, not a bad intro, but I'm still kind of like, there are some moments where I was literally like, I don't care. Like when, Felicity admits to, oh, I've been secretly helping this team the whole time, and I've been lying to you, and I've been kind of going behind your back during all this time. I was kind of like, this is the reason I don't care about this character anymore. Also, Oliver's back on the island for whatever the fuck reason, the flashbacks. I don't even care about the flashbacks anymore. Anything else I wanted to bring up? Again, it wasn't a bad intro. It didn't make me go, I hate, oh my god, I hate Arrow. But it wasn't like with the Flash Season 2 premiere where I was like, oh my god, this is so good! This, tiny little, just one tiny little complaint. But here, maybe it'll get better. I'm hoping Season 4 will be an improvement. So, you guys tell me, what did you guys think of the Arrow Season 4 intro? you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. And yeah, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. And also, just real quick, I know Anarchy's going to be the next episode's villain. I'm really hoping he's not a one and done. I have a feeling, though, that he is, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.